Hi guys, this is Luca from lucalampariello.com, and today I wanted to talk about how to deal with criticism when you speak a foreign language. Now, if you ever decide to make a YouTube video or a couple of YouTube videos or a YouTube channel, brace yourselves guys, because you're in for a treat. You're going to get a lot of praise, you're going to get a lot of admiration, you're going to get a lot of positive comments, but you're also going to get a lot of flack for making YouTube videos or for becoming a public figure, for getting yourself out there. And this is perfectly normal. Now, what I'm going to talk about is the general criticism that you get when you speak a foreign language, because let's face it, when it comes to speaking a foreign language, you have to expose yourself, you have to get up there and make it happen, and inevitably you're going to get some flack or some negative comments. I'm going to touch upon three main points here that I think are important, and three kinds of ways to deal with criticism. The very first thing and the very first point I wanted to touch upon is the fact that whenever you get some sort of criticism, do not focus too much on the content of the criticism itself, or the nasty comments, or the nasty criticism in general, but focus on the why the person gave you that critical comment. And I recently stumbled upon a very interesting video that Lindie made with another female polyglot. Lindie, by the way, she's a fantastic polyglot, and I'll put a link in the description box. You should definitely check her out if you don't know her. And what struck me is that this girl told Lindie, you're wonderful and I really like what you do now, but the very first time that I watched your videos, I hated you. And I hated you because you were so good and you were better than me, something along those lines. And that struck me because first, it was very honest, and second, it is the so-called elephant in the room. This kind of envy that we all feel towards other people, other people's abilities, especially within the language learning world, and nobody talks about. You can see it indirectly in the negativity and the nastiness of YouTube comments, but the reality is that this is present. This is part of the human nature. And this is when I watched that, when I saw this girl telling Lindie what she honestly thought, that struck a chord with me, because let's face it, everybody, myself included, have felt some sort of envy when you observe someone else's skills, language skills, and you've been struggling with your target language and that person speaks it effortlessly and you want to strangle them, or I don't know, it doesn't necessarily have to be about language learning. You're working, it's August, it's scorching, and then you scroll your Facebook or Instagram feed, and then you see your friend with a beautiful girl on a beach at some tropical island, and then you feel envy for them. That's totally normal. So the very first point is, whenever you get a negative comment, focus on the reason why they left the comment. Most of the time, it's about them. It's not about you, so don't take it personally. These people are driven by negative emotions, and you understand that by looking at yourself and saying, okay, I feel that, or I have felt that too. Second, hate generates hate. That is, negativity generates negativity. You might have observed that, I'm pretty sure, if you are on YouTube often, that in the comment section, when someone leaves a nasty comment, you have a deluge of answers. There's always back and forth, you suck, no you suck, and people start insulting each other. And up to a certain point, it's entertaining, but then you realize that you've spent a lot of time looking at this back and forth, and you wasted 30, 40, 50, or even 60 minutes of your life, sometimes even more. And then you tell yourself, okay, you should tell yourself, I should have done something more productive. And if you do that on a single day, every single day, then that accumulates. And imagine the amount of time that you spend doing this instead of doing something more productive. So my piece of advice is that whenever you get a negative comment, I know that it's difficult, or you get a criticism, not just a comment on YouTube videos, but also in real life, don't dwell too much on it. And because then if you think about it, you're trying to reply, I should have told this person this when they told me directly, or I should have reacted this way, or if they left a comment on your comment on your video on YouTube, but then you want to reply, it's a waste of time. Block it there. You have to break the chain before you get sucked into the rabbit hole. You cannot control what people think or say about you, but you can control what you think about yourself, what you feel, and take over your life, take control of your life, because let's face it, guys, life is short and we don't have much time on this planet. The third point I wanted to make is that it all depends on how you react, and whenever you get a negative comment, transform it into positive energy and transform it into one concrete action to be the better version of yourself. Let me give you an example. Recently, I made a video in Greek, speaking Greek, and I got a lot of praise and people were happy, but needless to say, I got also some flack or some negative comments. Some were very helpful, and I got a lot of helpful comments, for example, by one person in particular who detailed all my pronunciation mistakes or my phonetic patterns that I was not getting right, and I'm very grateful for that. But there was another person who left somewhat a nasty comment. I know because I know this person, I've seen this person, and I know why they left this comment. So I understood the why, but that person said that, again, some words I pronounced wrong. I pronounced some words in the wrong way, the wrong patterns. I had absorbed the wrong patterns, some wrong patterns in Greek. And I said, well, he's right. He's actually got a point. So what I did is, instead of dwelling on, oh, this guy left a nasty comment and this and that, I could not care less. I focused on the positive aspect of receiving such a comment and focusing on how can I make these patterns right. And it's not about how to prove this person right, how to prove this person wrong. It's about how to prove myself right. So whenever you leave, you get a comment that is somewhat negative, transform it into a positive action. That's what I did. I took, for example, I started contacting this other person who had left me a detailed analysis of my phonetic patterns in Greek, and we started working together, and also started working on my pronunciation, trying to get it right. In this regard, two quotes come to mind. One is from Eleanor Roosevelt, whom I greatly admire, is that nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. And the second one is 10% is what happens to your life, 90% is how you react to it. So think about it, and every time that you receive a negative comment, be it on YouTube or someone replied to you on the comment section, or in real life, a tutor, a friend, a complete stranger criticized your language patterns for whatever reason, focus on why did that happen and try to find a solution. Like, invest your time not on the negative aspect of it, but on the positive aspect. What can I learn from that? So thank you for watching. If you also like this vlog-like style, I'll make more of them in the future, possibly on a weekly basis. Let me know how you deal with criticism in the comment section below. And again, stay away from negativity in this comment section and in general in your life. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.